Hey guys, it's Mikexingchen. Now I've covered news stories on this channel before many times, but I've noticed a problem. There's just too many interesting stories out there that happens all the time, and I couldn't get to all of them. So I wanted to do a segment called Beyond Science News, where I'm going to do this once or twice a week based on how many stories I'm able to collect. And these, of course, are all stories based on supernatural, historical, beyond sciencey topics. And I'm going to gather them all and put them together in a single video. This way we can cover more of them, and hopefully you guys will like this segment. So let's just jump right into it. This story has been popping up everywhere this week, and rightfully so, because it's pretty interesting. The Ministry of Antiquities of Egypt have found two mysterious secret chambers previously unnoticed in the Great Pyramid of Giza. The chambers were found because of the Scan Pyramids project, where researchers were using infrared thermography, aerial drones, and laser scanning to non-invasively look at the insides of structures like the pyramids in Egypt. According to the Scan Pyramids team, we are now able to confirm the existence of a void hidden behind the north face that could have the form of at least one corridor going inside the Great Pyramid. The precise shape, size, and exact position of this void is now under further investigation. So let me know what you guys think they might find in these secret rooms. Alien bodies, mummies, more people that Trump harassed, or secret Clinton emails. Next up, ever wonder why with an estimated 200 to 400 billion stars and at least 100 billion planets in our galaxy, there are no signs of intelligent alien beings? Scientists have wondered about this as well, with this question first raised by Italian physicist Enrico Fermi in 1950, known as the Fermi paradox, which basically says that any civilization with even a modest amount of rocket technology should be able to colonize the galaxy within a few million years. So why haven't they? And a few million years may sound pretty long, but it's actually quite short compared to the age of the galaxy. My theory, of course, is, well, why would they ever want to contact a destructive group of beings trying to kill each other every day? But according to the Sunday Times, British physicist Brian Cox has a theory, and it's not a pretty one. He thinks that the rate of advances in science and engineering in any type of alien civilization, including our own, may outstrip the development of political institutions able to manage them, leading to a self-destruction model. What he's trying to say is that we haven't found any intelligent life because they all went and destroyed themselves, and we're eventually going to destroy ourselves as well because our world leaders are a bunch of unprogressive idiots. I do agree that it does seem like we're on the verge of destroying ourselves and our world leaders all seem like lost causes, but I don't agree that we haven't found signs of alien life because they all killed themselves off. First of all, we really have no idea what we're even looking for. Are we just looking for flying saucers and little green men that live on an Earth-like planet that may come and attack us on Independence Day? I mean, think about it. We are limited to what we think alien forms are, what types of habitat they may be coming from. But how can we be sure of any of that? How do we know aliens can't survive on a planet as cold as Neptune or a star as hot as the sun? What if there are alien life that has no physical forms at all? What if they have the technology to travel between dimensions? What if they have been on Earth since the beginning? So personally, don't agree with this theory, but let me know what you think. In our next story, according to the famous Drake equation, which is used to estimate the number of advanced civilizations in the universe, the odds that humans are the only intelligent life in the universe is 1 in 10 billion trillion. Well, those odds just went down even further because astronomers revisiting data going back about 13 billion years, as well as looking at deep space images from the Hubble telescope, realized that the previous estimates of 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe may actually be 10 times too low. That means essentially every part of the sky that we see contains some parts of a galaxy. It's just that most of them are not visible to us because they are too far away. This also may help solve the Olber's paradox, which asks why the sky is so dark at night. Next up, there has been a new Yeti sighting made in Siberia, and this time, although no blurry photos were taken, they did find a footprint. The head of a local village, Alexander Shadran, said he was on his motorbike at around 10 p.m. at night when a herd of cows that should have been sleeping stampeded towards him. He said that after the cows ran past, he saw glowing eyes staring at him. At first, he said he thought the eyes belonged to a calf, but then he got closer, he realized the eyes were that of an 8-foot tall monster with light silver hair. This sighting was collaborated when a hunter/fisherman went out searching for worms in the same area and found a strange footprint. Initially, he thought it was a human footprint, but upon closer inspection, well, according to him, the footprint did not look like it belonged to any human nor any animal. He also said that the footprints were strongly strongly pressed into the ground, obviously because of the weight of the creature. This story has been flooding the internet. It has been reported on by almost every single major news outlet, and it is just downright creepy. A British UFO conspiracy theorist named Max Spiers, who was in Poland to give a talk on UFOs, was found dead on a sofa. He was ruled to have died from natural causes despite no post-mortem examination being carried out on his body. But what made this really horror movie-esque is the fact that days earlier, he texted his mother, Vanessa Bates, this: "Your boy's in trouble. If anything happens to me, investigate." Now, this seems straight out of a conspiracy Da Vinci Code-like movie, because Max was really deep into conspiracy theories, not just about UFOs and alleged government cover-ups. He was probing into the lives of well-known figures in politics, business, and entertainment. His mysterious death has left many people online convinced that he was killed by government agents or some powerful person he was investigating. His mother, Vanessa, is starting to believe the theories herself. She said, "Max was a very fit man who was in good health, and yet he apparently just died suddenly on a sofa. Apparently, he had not suffered any obvious physical injuries, but he could have been slowly poisoned, which is why the results of toxicology tests from his post-mortem are so important. But I think Max has been digging in some dark places, and I fear that somebody wanted him dead." And like I mentioned before, Max was not just into UFOs in the everyday conspiracies. According to his fiancée, Sarah Adams, who told the Yahoo News, he was going to expose black magic. He was going to expose some of the stuff he was working on involving political leaders and celebrities. According to the Metro, an autopsy was performed once Max's body was returned to England. The results, however, will not be available for several months. This is especially creepy to me, and I'm not creeped out because I have this channel and I feel like people are going to come after me. But if they do, hashtag save Mikexingchen. I'm just gonna blink to you guys a couple times. That's the signal that come save me. Anyway, how this whole story played out, the circumstances surrounding this guy's death, it really makes you think about what he was into and whether there is validity to all the stuff that this guy's been saying. I mean, do I think the government is hiding a lot from us? Of course. Do I know exactly what? Not really. But let's say this was all real. Let's say Max was assassinated because of the stuff that he knows. He must have some proof with him, right? Because if he's just speculating, if he's just talking, then nobody would really pay attention. It's when he actually has some sort of concrete evidence, that's when people would want to silence him, right? So I don't know. This is all pretty crazy. I guess we'll just wait and see what the autopsy report says. Or maybe the lab burns down and we never see that report and the body mysteriously disappears. Then you know something's definitely going on. So there you go, guys. In summary, a couple of mysterious rooms were found inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. We haven't found aliens yet because they may have all just killed themselves off. There are a lot more galaxies than we thought. A Yeti may be wandering around Siberia scaring cows. And don't dig too deep into conspiracies because you may end up dead. But I would love to hear your opinions on this. Thank you all so much for watching this video. See you later.